The Warriors can win it all. Here's how. The Warriors have been on a serious run since Jimmy Butler joined the team. With Butler on the squad, they've posted a solid 16-5 record in 21 games, a massive turnaround from where they were before. Before the trade, they were barely hanging on, with a 25-26 record, looking like they were stuck in play-in limbo. But since Butler hit the Bay Area, everything has shifted. He's been a perfect fit alongside Steph Curry, and the impact's been huge. Butler's arrival has also sparked a huge jump in the Warriors' assist rate, now higher than the 67% they posted in their championship season, 2021-22. That's an insane improvement. Before Butler, the Warriors were struggling with ball movement, and their offense was too reliant on Curry. But Butler's been a huge boost in spreading the floor and getting others involved. It's all about balance, and Butler's presence has opened up options that weren't there before. The Warriors are now playing like a well-oiled machine again, with more dynamic offensive play than earlier in the season. What's also helped is Butler's no-nonsense mentality. He's all about what it takes to win. He's not your typical superstar who demands the spotlight. Instead, he's been embracing a system that values his contributions, but also knows when to step back and let Curry do his thing. The Warriors' loose, adaptable culture fits Butler's style perfectly, and it's allowed him to settle in without missing a beat. Whether it's taking time off or having his family on the road, Butler's found the balance he needs to perform at his highest level. Before the trade, things weren't looking too good for Golden State. They had some serious issues with their offense. Curry can only do so much, and when other players weren't stepping up, the Warriors were easy to defend. Without another scoring threat, defenses could focus all their energy on Curry, which made it harder for Golden State to get any momentum going. Their offensive flow was just off, and it showed in the results. They were stuck in a cycle of scoring lulls and defensive lapses. Butler brought a fresh dimension to the team, giving them a second star they could rely on. With him in the lineup, Golden State has more scoring options and a better overall offensive flow. He's not just been scoring, he's been facilitating and creating opportunities for others. The ball movement that's been a hallmark of their championship teams has returned, and with it, the Warriors look much more dangerous. Butler's effect isn't just on the offense, though. He's a competitor, and that mentality has rubbed off on the rest of the team. Even when things weren't going perfectly, he's shown that the Warriors can still be a contender when they're locked in. His presence has added a much-needed toughness to the squad, something that was missing before his arrival. Now, the Warriors are looking more like their old selves. Their defense has been much improved, and while they're not perfect, they're definitely trending in the right direction. The addition of Butler has helped them become more balanced on both ends of the floor, and that's crucial for any team looking to make a deep playoff run. By the way, if you guys want to watch a more fun style of video, I started a new channel. In the first video, I go over every championship. So of course I go over the Warriors dynasty. I left a link to the first video in the description, pinned comment, and I'll leave a link at the end of this video if you want to finish this one first. I genuinely appreciate if you could check this channel out. Thanks. Anyways, what's exciting is how this shift in the team dynamic has turned the Warriors into a potential championship contender again. They've got the talent, the experience, and now the depth to compete at the highest level. With Curry and Butler leading the charge, they've got two players capable of taking over games when needed. It's hard to count them out with that kind of firepower. The Warriors aren't just relying on one player to carry the load anymore. They've got multiple guys stepping up, and that's made them much harder to stop. Butler's been a perfect addition to the squad, offering both scoring and playmaking ability. He's fit right in and has been key to their recent success. The defense has improved, and their offensive flow is back to what it used to be. Before Butler came, the Warriors had to deal with a lot of inconsistency, especially on offense. They had their ups and downs, but now they've found their rhythm. The ball movement's flowing again, and everyone's getting involved. Butler's presence has been a major catalyst in this resurgence. He's given the Warriors the balance they desperately needed. And let's not forget the overall impact of having someone like Butler on the roster. The Warriors have a history of bringing in players who fit into their system, and Butler is no exception. He's been everything the Warriors needed and more. With him on the floor, they've become a more complete team, and their chances of winning the championship have definitely improved. They've got all the tools to compete, and with Butler's addition, they look even more dangerous. With a record like theirs since Butler's arrival, it's clear the Warriors are a different team now. They've found a new gear, and it's no surprise that they're looking like one of the top contenders again. This team's got the experience, the talent, and now the depth to make a serious championship run. With Butler leading the way alongside Curry, the Warriors have all the pieces in place to go all the way. But let's dive into the players specifically and talk about what they need to do to win it all. And we may as well start with Butler. Jimmy Butler has been nothing short of a game changer for the Warriors. Since joining the team, he's been an absolute rock, helping to turn a team teetering just above 500, into a legitimate championship contender. He's brought so much more than just scoring. His leadership, composure, and basketball IQ have injected a much-needed calm into the team, especially in those high-pressure moments when things can get chaotic. Butler's impact is easy to see. In just 20 games with the Warriors, he's led them to a stellar 16-4 record with only 2 negative plus-minus totals. His stats speak for themselves. He's averaging 17.3 points, 6.5 assists, 6.1 rebounds, and 1.3 steals per game. His efficiency has been through the roof, and his ability to get to the free throw line and convert at nearly 85% has had a ripple effect across the team. Before Butler arrived, the Warriors were dead last in free throw percentage. Now, they're second in the league. That's a massive turnaround, but it's not just about the numbers with Butler. It's his mentality and poise that have had the most profound effect. Warriors coach Steve Kerr can't speak highly enough of his leadership and calming presence. It's been a breath of fresh air for veterans like Steph Curry and Draymond Green, who've praised Butler for how he keeps everyone cool under pressure. And the younger guys, they've respected Butler's leadership and have learned from his experience. It's clear that his presence has elevated the entire team. One of the things that stood out the most since Butler joined is his ability to make others better. Curry's efficiency, which was struggling before Butler's arrival, has seen a significant boost. Butler's ability to read defenses, make the right play, and be a steady hand with the ball in his hands has created more space for Curry to operate. And when Curry gets a breather, Butler has been the perfect player to keep the offense rolling. Kerr's decision to have Butler on the floor whenever Curry is resting has been huge. It's been a game changer, keeping the Warriors' momentum intact. It's not just about what Butler does offensively. His defense has been a key factor as well. He made 2 crucial defensive plays in the Warriors' recent victory over the Toronto Raptors, including a block with 20.9 seconds left to seal the win. That's the type of play you need from your star when games get tight. His ability to impact the game on both ends of the floor, whether he's locking down an opponent or making key plays on offense, is exactly what the Warriors need to go all the way. Butler's also been huge in terms of his leadership. Kerr has talked about how Butler's been a mentor to the younger players, pulling them aside after practice or offering guidance during games. That kind of leadership can't be overstated, especially when you've got a team filled with young, promising talent and veterans trying to make another championship run. Butler's been a perfect addition in this regard, showing them what it takes to win at the highest level. When you take a step back and look at the Warriors' overall turnaround, since Butler joined, it's clear that he's had an enormous impact. They went from being on the edge of the play-in tournament to posting the second-best record in the Western Conference, behind only the Oklahoma City Thunder. Their offense has gone from average to elite, and their defense has been much more consistent. And don't forget about the leadership and composure that Butler brings to the table. He's helped to settle things down in critical moments, and his presence has made everyone around him better. But for the Warriors to win it all, Butler's role is going to be critical. First, he needs to continue being that calming influence on the floor. In the playoffs, the pressure ramps up, and it's easy for teams to lose their composure in tight moments. Butler's ability to stay level-headed and make the right decisions under pressure will be huge in those clutch situations. He's already shown he can do it, but he'll need to keep that composure for the Warriors to go all the way. Second, Butler's leadership will continue to be essential. The Warriors have a mix of young players and veterans, and Butler's experience and voice in the locker room will be crucial in keeping everyone focused and motivated throughout the playoff grind. If he can continue to lead by example and guide the younger players, it'll be a massive advantage for the Warriors as they chase a championship. Third, Butler needs to keep contributing on both ends of the floor. He's already shown that he can impact the game in a variety of ways, whether it's scoring, facilitating, or playing tough defense. But in the playoffs, every possession counts, and Butler's ability to continue being an all-around threat will be vital. He can't just rely on Curry to carry the load. Butler's going to have to step up as a consistent scorer, rebounder, and defender to help the Warriors win it all. Finally, Butler needs to continue his aggressive play style. His ability to get to the free throw line has been huge, and that's something the Warriors will need from him in the postseason. In tight games, getting easy points at the line can make a huge difference, and Butler's ability to draw fouls and convert those free throws will be critical for Golden State's success. Butler's been everything the Warriors could have hoped for since his arrival. He's been a leader, a calming presence, and an all-around contributor who's impacted the game on both ends of the floor. His role in the Warriors' success has been undeniable, and as they head into the postseason, he'll continue to be one of the most important players on the roster. If he can keep playing at this level, keep his composure, and lead the way for the younger players. There's no reason why the Warriors can't make a deep playoff run and even win it all. But then we can do the same for Curry. Steph Curry's been having one of the most outstanding seasons of his career in the 2024 to 2025 NBA season. Even with the scare of an injury that had Dub Nation on edge, Curry's numbers and leadership have made it clear that he's still one of the best in the league. Let's break down just how amazing Curry's been and what he'll need to keep doing for the Warriors to make a deep playoff run and contend for a championship. First off, Curry's scoring has been absolutely elite. He's averaging 24.2 points per game, ranking 15th in the league. His shooting accuracy has been phenomenal too. He's shooting 44.7% from the field, which places him in the top 10% of all NBA players. When you look at his performance against the Orlando Magic in February, where he dropped 56 points and hit 12 three-pointers, you can't help but marvel at his scoring ability. It's not just about the points though, it's the way he scores them that makes him so dangerous. Whether it's a deep three or finishing at the rim, Curry is constantly keeping defenses on their toes. By the way, if you guys enjoy these deep dives, I'll be posting every day during this season. I genuinely appreciate if you could subscribe. Thanks. Anyways, Curry. His playmaking has been another huge asset. Curry's averaging 6 assists per game, showing he can create for his teammates, not just score. His ability to make those high-level decisions with the ball in his hands has been key to the Warriors' success. And then there's his rebound, averaging 4.4 boards per game. For a point guard, that's fantastic. He's always willing to mix it up in the paint, contributing in ways that go beyond just scoring. But the real magic happens when Curry steps behind the three-point line. In March of 2025, he made history by becoming the first player in NBA history to surpass 4,000 career three-pointers. Think about that for a second. 4,000. That's an insane accomplishment and a testament to his consistency and longevity in the league. He's redefined what it means to be a shooter in the NBA, and that record will likely stand for a long time. And of course, let's not forget his All-Star accolades. Curry was named a starter for the 2025 NBA All-Star Game, marking his 11th All-Star selection and his 10th time as a starter. That's a career to be proud of, but it doesn't end there. He also took home the All-Star Game MVP for the second time in his career, cementing his place among the all-time greats. His performance continues to be a shining example of excellence, both in regular season play and on the big stage. Now, despite all the success, the season hasn't been without challenges. Curry suffered a pelvic contusion after a hard fall in the Warriors' win over the Toronto Raptors in March 21st, 2025. It sent a wave of concern throughout the fan base, but the good news is that the injury isn't as bad as it could have been. An MRI revealed there was no structural damage, and while he'll miss a few games, he's expected to return soon, which is a relief to everyone. According to Dr. Todd Alleman from Stanford Medicine, this is more of a soft tissue injury than a bone issue, so Curry's recovery time shouldn't be too long. The Warriors are hopeful that he'll be back by March 28th against the New Orleans Pelicans. Looking at his impact on the team, Curry's been one of the driving forces behind Golden State's success. They've won 12 of their last 14 games, putting them in a strong position in the Western Conference playoff race. A big part of that turnaround has been the addition of Jimmy Butler, who's taken some pressure off Curry. The two have been able to complement each other well, and Butler's presence has allowed Curry to maintain peak performance without burning out. This balance will be key as they head into the postseason, with Curry needing to be at his best for the Warriors to go all the way. But what does Curry need to do to push the Warriors toward a championship? First, he needs to stay healthy. His injury scare was a reminder of how fragile things can be. And for Golden State to have any shot at winning it all, Curry has to be on the court. He's the focal point of the team's offense. And when he's playing at his best, the Warriors are nearly unstoppable. He's already shown that he can handle the physical demands of the season, but with the playoffs approaching, he'll need to make sure his body is in top shape. Second, Curry has to continue being the playmaker he's been all season. While he's known for his scoring, his ability to distribute the ball and get his teammates involved is just as important, especially in the postseason. Teams will key in on him, so it's critical that he keeps making the right decisions, whether that's taking the shot or passing it to an open teammate. His court vision and basketball IQ are as sharp as ever, and he'll need to lean on those skills to keep the offense running smoothly. Defensively, Curry's been much improved as well. While he's never going to be a lockdown defender, he's shown more effort this season on that end of the floor. If he can continue to be a pesky defender and avoid giving up easy baskets, it'll go a long way in helping the Warriors make a championship push. He doesn't need to be the best defender on the team, but every little bit helps, especially in the postseason when every possession counts. Lastly, Curry's leadership will be crucial. As the leader of the team, he sets the tone for everyone else. His poise and ability to stay calm under pressure are traits that the younger guys on the team can learn from. In the playoffs, there will be moments when things get tight, and that's when Curry's leadership will be key. He needs to continue leading by example, encouraging his teammates and making sure everyone stays focused on the ultimate goal, winning the championship. Curry's done everything the Warriors could have asked for this season. His scoring, playmaking, leadership, and three-point shooting have all been outstanding. He's had a huge impact on the team, and with the postseason on the horizon, his performance will be pivotal in determining how far the Warriors can go. As long as he stays healthy, continues to lead by example, and keeps playing at this level, the Warriors will have a legitimate shot at winning it all. But then we'll talk about Draymond. Draymond Green continues to be one of the most vital players on the Golden State Warriors during the 2024 to 2025 NBA season. His versatility, leadership, and defensive excellence have been key factors in the team's success. While scoring has never been his primary role, Green's contributions go far beyond just the box score. His ability to make plays on both ends of the floor has been a driving force behind the Warriors' resurgence, and his efforts are especially noticeable as the team moves closer to the postseason. Green has remained a steady presence on the court this season, averaging 9.1 points per game over 58 games. His field goal percentage of 42.6% shows that he remains efficient, particularly when attacking the paint. While his scoring may not jump off the page, he's shown he can step up when needed, especially in the absence of key players like Steph Curry. For example, when Curry was sidelined due to injury, Green rose to the occasion and took on a larger scoring role. He led the team in scoring in multiple games, including a 21-point performance against the Toronto Raptors, where he even hit 5 three-pointers. This scoring uptick has been a pleasant surprise, especially given Green's usual pass-first mentality. Speaking of playmaking, Green's court vision remains among the best in the league, averaging 5.7 assists per game. He ranks 28th in the league for assists, a notable accomplishment for a power forward. Green is one of the rare big men who can run the offense, setting up teammates in ways most players at his position simply can't. His basketball IQ and unselfish playmaking are essential to Golden State's offensive success. He's not just about scoring. His ability to get the ball to the right player at the right time is a testament to his understanding of the game. On the defensive side of the ball, Green continues to be one of the top defenders in the league. He averages 6.1 rebounds, 1.4 steals, and 1.1 blocks per game. While those numbers don't always stand out in the box score, it's his impact on the game that makes him special. Green can guard all 5 positions, making him one of the most versatile defenders in NBA history. His ability to switch seamlessly between guarding a point guard or a center is a crucial part of the Warriors' defensive schemes. One of the standout moments of Green's season came when he held Giannis Antetokounmpo to a scoreless game with 0 for 7 shooting in a matchup against the Milwaukee Bucks. That performance was a microcosm of Green's defensive prowess. He doesn't need to be flashy to be effective. His positioning, anticipation, and ability to disrupt plays make him a nightmare for opposing offenses. He's the engine that drives the Warriors' defense, and without him, their defensive schemes simply wouldn't work as well. His ability to read the game and make adjustments on the fly is unparalleled. Green's defensive impact has put him in the running for the NBA Defensive Player of the Year award, a recognition he certainly deserves. With Victor Wembanyama out of the race due to injury, Green's candidacy has gained significant momentum. After the Warriors defeated the Bucks in March, Green made a passionate case for the award, noting that he impacts the game defensively in ways few others do. He may not have the gaudy block or steal numbers that some other players have, but his defensive intelligence and ability to change the course of a game are second to none. Since Wembanyama's injury, Green's odds for the Defensive Player of the Year award have steadily risen. At one point, he was a long shot at plus 10,000, but now he's the favorite with odds of minus 120, surpassing Evan Mobley and Jaren Jackson Jr. It's a testament to Green's play and the Warriors' improved defense since the All-Star break, where they've had the best defensive rating in the league. Green's ability to shut down star players like Giannis is a big reason for this, and his ability to be a defensive anchor on the floor has been crucial for Golden State's success. Beyond the individual accolades, Green's leadership remains one of his most important contributions to the team. He's the emotional leader of the Warriors, constantly motivating his teammates and keeping them focused. Whether it's offering advice to the younger players or firing up the team with his intense passion, Green's presence on and off the court cannot be understated. He's the glue that holds the Warriors together, and his vocal leadership is a big reason why the team has stayed cohesive despite their challenges throughout the season. It hasn't been a perfect season for Green, though. He faced a 5-game suspension for an on-court altercation, a setback that served as a wake-up call for him. Green has admitted that he learned from that situation and has used it as motivation to finish the season strong. His resilience in the face of adversity has been a key part of his legacy. Green has always been known for his ability to bounce back from tough situations, and this season has been no different. He's taken ownership of his mistakes and used them to fuel his drive to be better. Looking ahead, Green's future with the Warriors and in the NBA remains an exciting topic. At 35 years old, he's in the latter stages of his career, but his basketball acumen suggests that he could continue to play at a high level for years to come. There's even been talk of Green transitioning to a coaching role after his playing days are over, and given his basketball IQ and leadership skills, he could excel in that role. Whether he decides to stay in the NBA or move on to other ventures, his legacy as one of the most versatile and impactful forwards in NBA history is already cemented. As the Warriors approach the postseason, Green's role will remain as important as ever. His defense, playmaking, and leadership will be crucial to Golden State's chances of winning another championship. He may not always get the recognition he deserves, but his contributions are vital to the Warriors' success. With his resilience, defensive brilliance, and leadership, Green will continue to be a key figure as the Warriors look to make another deep playoff run. Whether he wins Defensive Player of the Year or not, Draymond Green's impact on the court is undeniable, and his importance to the Warriors cannot be overstated. But I also think Moody will be massive. Moses Moody's growth during the 2024 to 2025 NBA season has been remarkable. Moody has solidified his spot as a key contributor, and his development is starting to shine in ways that weren't as apparent earlier in his career. Let's dive into just how impactful Moody's been this season and why his future looks so bright with the Warriors. Statistically, Moody has been a consistent and reliable scorer. He's averaging 10 points per game, ranking 133rd in the league, and his field goal percentage is a solid 43.6%. This shows that he's been an efficient scorer, and he's definitely not afraid to step up when the team needs him. His three-point shooting has also been impressive, as he's shooting 37.2% from beyond the arc. That's a crucial asset for the Warriors, who rely heavily on perimeter shooting to space the floor. His free throw shooting at 80% further proves that he's a reliable scorer across the board. But it's not just about scoring. Moody's also demonstrated solid playmaking skills, averaging 1.3 assists per game, which, while not astronomical, has been enough to keep the ball moving and facilitate Golden State's offense. His ability to contribute as a secondary playmaker has been valuable, especially as the team juggles the minutes of their star players. On top of that, Moody contributes 2.5 rebounds per game, which shows his effort on the boards and his commitment to contributing in all areas of the game. When looking at his efficiency, Moody's true shooting percentage sits at 59%, a solid number that reflects his effective scoring when accounting for field goals, three-pointers, and free throw. His usage rate of 17.6% shows that he's involved in the offense, but doesn't necessarily dominate the ball, allowing the Warriors stars to thrive while still contributing meaningfully. His real plus-minus is -3, which is an area for improvement. But it's worth noting that as a young player, his impact is expected to grow over time as he gets more experience and continues to adjust to the NBA level. The biggest leap in Moody's game has come in his role as a starter. In the 24 games he started, his averages have increased to 12 points, 3.3 rebounds, and 1.8 assists per game. This is a clear sign that when given extended playing time, Moody can really contribute to the team in a significant way. His ability to step into a larger role and perform at a higher level has been a bright spot for the Warriors, who have seen him develop into an essential piece of their rotation. Before the All-Star break, Moody participated in 47 games, averaging 9.2 points, 2.3 rebounds, and 1.7 assists per game. He shot 44.2% from the field and 36.6% from three-point range, continuing to show consistency. After the All-Star break, his scoring jumped to 12.2 points per game over 17 games, maintaining his efficiency with 44.4% from the field and 36.6% from beyond the arc. This increase in scoring after the break highlights Moody's ability to step up when the stakes are higher, a quality that will serve him well in the postseason. One of the factors that has contributed to Moody's rise is the acquisition of Jimmy Butler. Since Butler's arrival in February, Moody's role has expanded even further, and his performances have been crucial to the Warriors' success. In a notable game against Dallas, Moody dropped 14 points, further solidifying his growing synergy with his teammates. The Warriors' victory over the Sacramento Kings, in which Moody played a key role, also highlighted his contributions, as he maintained the team's momentum alongside Butler. His growing ability to adapt to the Warriors' system and fit into different team dynamics has been impressive and speaks to his basketball IQ. Moody's path to this point hasn't been without challenges, but his resilience and work ethic have been key factors in his development. From fluctuating playing time early in his career to securing a starting spot, he's shown tremendous growth. Since February 13th, he's averaged 29.3 minutes per game, with a scoring increase to 13.1 points and a three-point shooting rate of 44.4%. His ability to produce consistently when given more responsibility speaks to his maturation as a player, and his confidence on the floor is growing with each game. The Warriors' decision to sign Moody to a 3-year, $39 million contract extension in October 2024 is a clear indication of how much the organization believes in his potential. This extension shows that the Warriors are committed to developing Moody into a key part of their future, and it's clear he's on the right path. His performance this season has earned him the trust of the coaching staff, and he's shown that he can be a valuable contributor for years to come. In terms of career highlights, Moody was selected 14th overall by the Warriors in the 2021 NBA Draft. He made an immediate impact, contributing to the Warriors' 2022 NBA championship and gaining valuable postseason experience. His rookie season saw him average 4.4 points over 52 games, with a career-high 30-point game against the Denver Nuggets. This early success helped set the stage for his continued growth in the league, and he's now poised to be a key player for the Warriors moving forward. Looking ahead, Moses Moody's trajectory is very promising. His ability to score efficiently, contribute on the boards, and improve as a playmaker has made him an essential part of the Warriors' rotation. His performances post-All-Star break, especially in games where he's had to step up due to injuries to key players, prove that he can be relied upon in important moments. As he continues to grow within the Warriors system, there's no doubt that Moody will be a major factor in the team's future success. Moody's development over the course of this season has shown that he has the potential to be a key piece of the Warriors' core for years to come. His ability to contribute in a variety of ways, from scoring to rebounding to playmaking, makes him a versatile player who can fit seamlessly into Golden State's system. With his combination of skill, work ethic, and basketball IQ, Moses Moody's future with the Warriors is incredibly bright, and his continued growth will only strengthen the team's chances for success in the years ahead. But lastly, the role players, Buddy Hield, Brandon Potts, and Quentin Post, have all played pivotal roles for the Golden State Warriors during the 2024 to 2025 NBA season, each adding significant depth, versatility, and crucial contributions, particularly during times when the team has faced injuries to key players like Steph Curry. Hield, with his sharpshooting abilities, has averaged 11.2 points per game over 72 games, ranking 5th on the team in scoring. He has been particularly effective from beyond the arc, shooting 37% from 3, while maintaining an 82% free throw rate, making him a reliable scoring option for Golden State. His playmaking has also been solid, averaging 3.2 assists per game alongside 1.7 rebounds, and he has chipped in defensively with nearly 1 steal per game. When Curry has been absent, Hield has stepped up, averaging 14.2 points, 4 rebounds, and nearly 2 assists per game over 11 games, with a field goal percentage of 43.3% and shooting 37% from 3. Pods has also had an impressive season, averaging 9.2 points, 5.8 rebounds, and 3.7 assists per game across 74 appearances. In his first year, he's shown great promise, starting 28 games and making an immediate impact with solid averages of 10.6 points, 4.9 rebounds, and 3.4 assists per game. Pods has shot 42.9% from the field and 34% from beyond the arc, with a free throw percentage of 74.7%. His well-rounded game and positive influence on the floor are further demonstrated by his team-leading plus-minus rating of plus 168, showing his significant contribution to Golden State's success when on the court. Meanwhile, Post, who has emerged as a valuable role player for the Warriors, has averaged 9.7 points and 4.2 rebounds per game since February, with a remarkable 46.7% shooting rate from 3. His long-range shooting has been particularly crucial as it allows the Warriors to counter opposing defenses that target their star players, including Curry. One of his most notable performances came against the Toronto Raptors when he scored a career-high 18 points, including 6 three-pointers, showcasing his potential to provide scoring in clutch moments. Post contributions have earned him praise from head coach Steve Kerr, who has described him as a game changer due to his ability to stretch the floor and use his physicality to defend. His growth has given the Warriors another valuable asset in their rotation, and his development has provided much needed support when the team faces defensive schemes designed to stifle Curry and other key players. Together, Hield, Pods, and Post have helped elevate the Warriors' depth and ensured that the team could continue to compete at a high level despite injuries and fatigue. These role players' ability to impact the game offensively and defensively has been essential in keeping the team competitive throughout the season. Hield's sharpshooting, Pods' all-around contributions, and post-scoring ability off the bench have allowed the Warriors to maintain their fast-paced offensive style while also providing solid defense. The Warriors have often relied on their stars like Curry and Draymond Green to carry the team, but these role players have proven to be crucial in making the team more dynamic and giving them the depth to make a deep playoff run. Each player has carved out a significant role for themselves, adding value beyond just scoring. Hield's shooting has allowed the Warriors to stretch the floor, while Pods' versatility has provided stability in the backcourt, and Post's shooting and physicality have made him an important piece for matching up against tougher defensive teams. Their contributions have been especially noticeable during stretches when the Warriors' key players have been out or when the team needed an extra boost to maintain their momentum. The continued growth of these role players will be vital to the Warriors' success in the postseason. Their ability to step up and contribute in various capacities will be key to the team's championship aspiration. As the season progresses, their development will be crucial in ensuring the Warriors have the depth and flexibility needed to make a legitimate title run. Whether it's Hield providing scoring from the perimeter, Pods contributing with his all-around play, or Post hitting timely threes, these role players will remain essential to Golden State's success as they continue their quest for another NBA championship. The Warriors' depth is one of their greatest strengths, and Hield, Pods, and Post have proven to be critical pieces in maintaining that depth. Their ability to contribute when needed will be vital as the team looks to continue its success in the postseason and beyond, solidifying their place as important contributors to Golden State's championship caliber roster. If you guys enjoyed this, I'll be posting every day during this season. I genuinely appreciate if you could subscribe. Thanks for watching.